Have you ever watched someone you care about get older, and suddenly, those little changes, those seemingly insignificant shifts in their behavior or health, start to pile up? Maybe you notice they don't have as much energy, or their appetite isn't what it used to be. You think it's just a phase, right? But what if I told you that those changes, those subtle signs, are actually revealing something much bigger, something that could help you understand whether your loved one is on the path to living a long, healthy life, or if they're silently slipping away without you even realizing it? Have you ever wondered what separates those who live well into their 100s from everyone else? What's the secret? Is there a magic formula we can all follow, or is it just luck? Well, let me tell you, it's not luck. It's not random. There are real, concrete things we can see and feel that could predict whether someone is destined to live to 100, or whether they're already on that slow, hidden decline. Imagine if you could spot these signs before it's too late. Wouldn't that change everything? Think about it. What if you could recognize the signs early enough to help your loved ones thrive well into their golden years? Here's why this matters. Watching someone you love age can be one of the most heart-wrenching experiences. Their strength fades, their mind isn't as sharp, and suddenly, it feels like everything you've known is slipping through your fingers. But what if you didn't have to just watch it happen? What if you could take action, right now, and actually make a difference in how they age, in how they live those final years? The good news is, you can do something about it. By recognizing the subtle signs that signal a longer, healthier life, you give yourself and your loved one the greatest gift of all, time. Time to adjust, time to change, and time to live their best life, even in their later years. This video is not just about sharing facts or stats. It's about giving you the power to make those years count, whether it's for your mom, dad, grandmother, or even yourself. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, the single physical trait that could predict a long, healthy life. And I'm not just going to leave you with that knowledge. No, I'm going to share practical advice, real, actionable steps, that you can take right now to make sure your loved one's golden years are their best years. You'll learn how to spot those small but critical changes early on, and how to respond in a way that truly helps. And I promise, it's easier than you think. So stay tuned, because the simple steps I'm about to share could change the way you think about aging, forever. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed any changes in your loved one's health or behavior that made you stop and think? Drop a comment below and let me know, what signs have you seen that made you question if they're on the path to a long life? And hey, if you want to keep learning how to care for your loved ones in their later years, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm here to help, and I don't want you to miss any of the tips, insights, and advice that will help you make the most of every precious moment you have together. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to learn more about how you can support your loved ones as they age. Imagine this, your grandfather, who's in his 70s, wakes up early every morning to take a brisk walk around the neighborhood. You see him moving with a steady, purposeful stride, and at first glance, it just seems like part of his daily routine. He's been doing this for years, right? Maybe he's just used to it, maybe it's something he enjoys. But here's the thing, that walk he takes every morning, those 15 or 20 minutes of movement, aren't just about habit. They're about something much deeper. When you really think about it, this simple action is his secret weapon. It's a major part of what could keep him healthy for many years to come, maybe even into his 90s. And you might not realize it, but this daily walk, this physical activity, is more than just exercise, it's a foundation for a long life. As we age, our bodies naturally slow down, and so does our circulation. Muscles weaken, joints stiffen, and the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis increases. But when we keep moving, even in small ways, we fight against those natural declines. Regular physical activity keeps the blood flowing, strengthens muscles, and helps maintain joint flexibility. It's like giving your body a tune-up every single day. Here's why this matters. Staying active isn't just about maintaining your body for the moment, it's about keeping everything running smoothly for the long haul. Physical activity helps protect the heart, the lungs, the brain. It lowers the risk of stroke, improves sleep, boosts energy levels, and keeps the immune system strong. So, when your grandfather is out there walking, he's doing far more than just walking. He's boosting his longevity. But here's where the misconception comes in. Many people, when they reach a certain age, believe they need to slow down or take it easy. The common advice we hear is, rest more, don't push yourself. While rest is important, inactivity can actually be harmful. It leads to muscle loss, decreased bone density, and increased risk of falls. It's a dangerous cycle. Less movement means less strength, which can make it harder to stay mobile, and before long, you're facing a decline in overall health. The truth is, we should be encouraging more movement, not less. Even if it's just stretching for a few minutes a day, or taking a short walk around the block, every bit helps. In fact, studies have shown that elderly people who remain active, even with moderate activity, are far more likely to live longer, healthier lives than those who remain sedentary. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or doing intense workouts. I'm talking about gentle movements that anyone, at any age, can start incorporating into their day. Encourage your loved one to take a short walk after lunch, or to stand up and stretch during the day. Those small actions add up, and they help maintain health and vitality. It's about consistency. Little by little, day by day, that movement compounds, and before you know it, you're seeing the results. Keeping the body moving is a secret to longevity that many people overlook, but it's absolutely crucial. The more you move, the more you preserve your independence, your strength, and your energy. But staying active isn't the only thing that plays a key role in living a long and healthy life. Another equally important factor is the food we eat. Healthy eating habits can make all the difference. Let's dive into that next. Now, imagine your aunt, who's always been the heart of family gatherings, making her famous home-cooked meals. Even now, in her 70s, she's still in the kitchen, carefully selecting the best fresh produce, balancing the right amount of vegetables, fruits, and whole grains on her plate. She's never been one to skip a meal, and she knows that what she eats is just as important as the love and care she puts into her cooking. You might think it's just routine, that she's always been health conscious. But when you look closer, there's something deeper at play here. Your aunt's diet isn't just about eating what tastes good, it's a big part of how she's managed to stay so healthy and active for her age. When we talk about longevity, a balanced diet is the foundation for it. It's not just about filling the stomach, it's about fueling the body. As we age, our bodies need more care and attention when it comes to what we put into it. Our metabolism slows down, our digestive system changes, and we need certain nutrients to keep everything running smoothly. A balanced diet helps support everything from brain function to heart health, from strong muscles to a good night's sleep. Think about it, the nutrients we need to stay healthy change as we grow older. The body doesn't absorb vitamins and minerals as effectively as it used to, and that's where a nutrient-dense diet becomes so important. As we age, the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes increases, and our diet can either help prevent these conditions or make them worse. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can drastically improve how we age and the quality of life we lead. But here's the thing, many elderly individuals struggle with their appetite. They eat less because they're simply not hungry, or they may feel like they don't have the energy to cook or prepare food. This is especially true if they've lost their sense of taste or smell, which happens with age. And often, this leads to them not eating enough of the right things. They might turn to quick, processed foods because they're easier or more familiar, but these foods lack the nutrients the body so desperately needs. The misconception here is that eating less as we age is okay, even normal. But the truth is, a nutrient-poor diet can make things worse. If we don't get enough nutrients, our bodies won't function optimally. It can lead to fatigue, weakness, and a decline in overall health. So, while appetite loss or a reduced desire to eat might seem like something we can ignore, it's actually a big red flag. Ensuring our loved ones get the proper nutrients is one of the most important things we can do to support their longevity. Now, don't worry. There are plenty of practical ways to address this. For starters, you don't need to force large meals on your loved one. Instead, aim for smaller, more frequent meals that are rich in nutrients. High-protein foods, like eggs, fish, or beans, will help maintain muscle mass, which is key to staying mobile and strong. Fiber-rich foods, like whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, can aid digestion and prevent constipation, which is a common issue as we age. And antioxidants, found in berries, nuts, and green leafy vegetables, can protect the body's cells from damage and reduce inflammation. Another great option is smoothies. If someone is struggling with a lack of appetite, a nutrient-packed smoothie can be a lifesaver. You can blend fruits, vegetables, protein powder, and even healthy fats like avocado or nuts to create a powerful, easy-to-consume meal that's full of vitamins and minerals. Supplements can also help fill in the gaps, especially if eating a full meal isn't possible. The key is variety. The more you can get them to eat a variety of nutrient-dense foods, the better. And remember, it's not just about food, it's about giving their body what it needs to thrive. The goal is not to just get food into them, but to get the right food into them. So, while a balanced diet is absolutely crucial, it's not the only thing that matters when it comes to aging well. Another key element in living a long, healthy life is keeping the mind sharp. Let's talk about staying mentally active and how that plays a huge role in longevity. Now, think about your neighbor, the one who's always had that spark in her eye, the one who is always solving puzzles, reading books, or learning new things. Even though she's in her 80s, she still seems as sharp as a tack, doesn't she? You've seen her dive into crossword puzzles, or maybe she's always recommending new books that you just have to read. It's almost as if the more she learns, the younger she seems. At first, you might think it's just her personality, that she's naturally a curious person. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll see that her habits, the ones she's formed over a lifetime, are a big part of what's keeping her mind so sharp. You see, mental engagement is one of the most powerful tools we have to protect brain health as we age. And it's not just about avoiding boredom, it's about actively stimulating the brain. The science behind it is actually quite simple. Cognitive stimulation, like reading, doing puzzles, or learning new skills, helps to keep the brain active, which in turn helps prevent cognitive decline. You've probably heard of dementia or Alzheimer's, conditions that impact memory and cognitive function, right? Well, studies have shown that mental engagement can actually reduce the risk of developing these conditions. The more we use our brain, the stronger it becomes, much like a muscle that gets stronger with regular exercise. As we age, our brains naturally undergo some changes. We may forget things more easily, or it might take a little longer to recall a name or fact. But that doesn't mean mental decline is inevitable. The misconception here is that everyone will eventually experience some form of cognitive decline, and while it is common, it's not a guarantee. Actively engaging the brain by challenging it with new information, tasks, or skills can slow this process down significantly. In fact, studies have found that seniors who stay mentally active have a lower risk of dementia and memory loss. It's easy to think that mental decline is just a part of getting older, but that's simply not the case. With the right activities and habits, the brain can remain sharp for years to come. In fact, mental exercises are just as important as physical activity when it comes to maintaining overall health and longevity. So, how can we help our loved ones stay mentally sharp? The first step is encouraging hobbies or activities that engage the mind. Whether it's reading, doing crossword puzzles, playing chess, or learning a new language, these activities provide both mental and emotional benefits. And it doesn't stop there. Encourage your loved ones to learn new skills or take up new hobbies. It could be anything from knitting to photography to learning how to use a new technology. The key is to keep their brain busy, challenging, and engaged. If they're not into puzzles or reading, no worries, there are countless ways to stay mentally active. Apps that train memory, brain games, or even watching documentaries that spark curiosity can all serve as great alternatives. The point is that it's never too late to start. Simple mental exercises, even ones that seem trivial at first, can have a profound effect on long-term brain health. It's not just about avoiding cognitive decline, it's about nurturing and protecting the brain so that it stays strong and healthy, no matter how many candles are on the birthday cake. The more we challenge our minds, the better equipped we are to face the inevitable challenges that come with aging. So, while mental engagement is crucial, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Physical health, and more specifically, the quality of our sleep, plays a massive role in longevity as well. Let's dive into the importance of good sleep habits and how they can truly impact the way we age. Let me take you back to the last time you saw your father or maybe your grandfather taking an afternoon nap. At first, it might seem like just another one of those little things they do, right? But believe it or not, that nap could be one of the best things for his health. In fact, that afternoon rest isn't a sign of weakness, it's actually a very positive thing. It's a sign that he's giving his body the rest it needs to recover, to restore, and to keep functioning well. When you really think about it, sleep is the body's built-in repair system. While we sleep, our body gets to work, repairing cells, flushing out toxins, and boosting our immune system. Sleep is when the body heals itself. It's like plugging in your phone to charge overnight. If you don't, it won't function properly the next day, right? It's the same with us. If we don't get enough quality sleep, we're not going to function at our best. As we get older, sleep becomes even more crucial. And here's why: sleep helps regulate key functions in the body. It lowers stress levels, strengthens the immune system, and supports brain health. When you're well rested, you have more energy, a better mood, and a higher quality of life. And the most important part: people who get enough sleep tend to live longer and healthier lives. But the opposite is true for those who don't prioritize sleep. Sleep deprivation is linked to a variety of health issues, from heart disease to high blood pressure to cognitive decline. It's no small thing. Here's the big misconception. Many people think that as we age, we naturally need less sleep. Some believe that the elderly only need a few hours of rest at night, and that's enough. But the reality is, the older we get, the more our bodies need rest to keep up with all the wear and tear from the years. Sleep deprivation, especially in older adults, can lead to a range of problems, including memory loss, difficulty concentrating, and even a weakened immune system. So, if your loved one is skipping their naps or isn't getting enough sleep at night, it's something that should raise a red flag. The truth is, quality sleep is just as essential for seniors as it is for anyone else. When sleep is compromised, everything suffers. You might notice that your loved one's mood is off or that they're more forgetful than usual. These can be signs that they're not getting the restorative sleep they need. But don't worry, it's not too late to improve their sleep habits. First things first, establishing a calming nighttime routine can work wonders. Creating a peaceful environment in the bedroom is key. Dim the lights, keep the room cool, and remove distractions like bright screens. A consistent sleep schedule helps too. Encourage your loved one to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. This helps regulate the body's internal clock and makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. If falling asleep is a struggle, try introducing relaxation techniques. A warm bath before bed or some gentle stretches can help ease tension and signal to the body that it's time to wind down. Also, encourage them to limit caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime, as these can interfere with their ability to fall asleep. Quality sleep doesn't just happen on its own, it requires effort. But with a little patience and some healthy habits, your loved one can enjoy better rest, leading to better overall health. Now, while sleep is absolutely crucial, there's another factor that plays an equally important role in longevity: social connections. Let's dive into how staying socially engaged can improve both mental and physical health as we age. But first, think about this. Now, picture this: your friend, the one who's always out and about, attending church every Sunday, playing cards with the neighbors in the afternoon, or chatting on the phone with family. She's the one who never misses a birthday party, and she's always making time to catch up with her friends over coffee. You might think she's just a social butterfly, but there's something much more significant going on here. Her social habits. They're not just a fun way to pass the time. They're actually one of the strongest indicators of how long and how well she's going to live. Staying socially engaged isn't just about being around people, it's about the emotional and mental benefits that come from connection. Whether it's chatting with a friend over a cup of tea or volunteering in the community, maintaining social relationships has a profound impact on overall health and longevity. The science behind this is powerful. Social connections are a cornerstone for reducing stress and preventing isolation, both of which can take a heavy toll on health. For seniors, staying connected with others helps combat loneliness, reduces feelings of anxiety and depression, and keeps the mind active. The more we socialize, the more we protect ourselves from the mental and emotional declines that can come with aging. It's no secret that socializing has mental health benefits. Those deep conversations, shared experiences, and laughter with friends and family keep the brain sharp and the heart happy. But there's more to it. Studies have consistently shown that seniors with strong social networks tend to live longer, healthier lives. They experience lower levels of stress and depression, better cognitive function, and even improved immune health. Simply put, people who stay socially engaged are more likely to live longer and feel better doing it. But here's where many people go wrong. They think that isolation is just a natural part of aging. That as we get older, we naturally retreat, spend more time alone, and maybe even stop reaching out to others. While it's true that we may spend more time at home as we age, isolation is not a natural or healthy part of the process. In fact, it's one of the biggest risks to senior health. When seniors become isolated, whether physically or emotionally, they face a higher risk of depression, cognitive decline, and even early death. The more disconnected someone feels from others, the more vulnerable they become to the negative effects of aging. So, if you notice that your loved one is withdrawing, maybe avoiding social events or staying home more than usual, it's time to step in. It's important to address this before it becomes a habit. Social isolation can be tricky. It often creeps in slowly and goes unnoticed until it's become the new normal. The truth is, many seniors want to stay socially connected, but they might feel unsure of how to make it happen. Maybe they're nervous about leaving the house, or perhaps they don't have a lot of close family around. This is where you can help. Encourage your loved one to maintain regular interactions with friends and family. It doesn't always have to be in person. Phone calls, video chats, and online messages all count as ways to stay engaged. Help them find local activities or community groups to join. Whether it's a book club, a gardening group, or a weekly volunteer opportunity, getting involved with others can make a world of difference. If they're not up for going out, look for virtual events or online communities where they can connect with people who share similar interests. There's no shortage of online resources designed for seniors, whether they're looking for educational programs, social clubs, or virtual fitness classes. It's not just about keeping busy. It's about building relationships that foster feelings of belonging and support. And if you're able to, be there to create those connections. Set up family get-togethers, organize regular check-ins, or even introduce them to new friends in their neighborhood or online. Encourage your loved ones to stay in touch with people who lift their spirits and make them feel connected. Building and nurturing social relationships throughout life isn't just a luxury, it's a critical part of staying healthy, mentally sharp, and emotionally stable. Social interactions are an essential part of the blueprint for longevity. While social connections are undeniably important, physical health plays a vital role as well. As we continue to focus on the keys to living a long and healthy life, let's now talk about something that ties it all together: getting quality sleep. After all, a well-rested body and mind are better prepared to handle everything life throws at them. Let's explore how good sleep habits can make all the difference. Caring for aging loved ones is no easy task. It's one of the most emotionally challenging experiences we can go through. You've probably seen it, the small changes creeping in, the days when they seem a little weaker or a little slower. You've watched them grow older, and maybe you felt that wave of helplessness as you realized they're not the same person they used to be. It's hard to accept. The idea that our loved ones are growing frail and that we can't stop time is something we all face. But here's the thing, knowledge is power. And when it comes to caring for your elderly loved ones, knowing what to look for and how to take action can make all the difference. While it's tough to see someone you love age, there's so much that can be done to ensure their later years are filled with comfort, dignity, and joy. Understanding the signs of aging, like staying active, eating well, and maintaining social connections, isn't just about spotting problems, it's about empowering you to make proactive choices that can improve their quality of life. You no longer have to feel overwhelmed or fearful of what the future holds. Because now you have the tools, the knowledge and the guidance, to help your loved ones thrive. You're not just watching time slip away. You're becoming an active participant in their well-being, and that's a powerful thing. You can make a real, tangible difference in their lives, and in doing so, you'll bring peace to your own heart as well. If you've noticed any of the signs we've talked about today in your loved ones, whether it's a lack of activity, an unhealthy diet, or isolation, now is the time to act. Don't wait. Start today. Encouraging your loved one to stay active, whether it's a short walk or a daily stretching routine, can help them maintain strength and independence. Help them make small changes in their diet, like adding more fruits and vegetables or even small, nutrient-rich snacks throughout the day. And encourage them to stay connected with others. It's the simple things that often have the greatest impact, and you're in a unique position to help facilitate those changes. Don't underestimate the power of these small steps. They might seem insignificant at first, but they can lead to a huge difference in the long run. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's about progress. Every little change you make, every piece of advice you share, and every action you take will add up. And it'll give your loved one the best possible chance to live longer, healthier, and with greater joy. I know that caring for seniors can feel daunting at times. The emotional weight can be heavy, and there will be moments of uncertainty. But I want you to remember this, you are not alone in this journey. You have the power, the knowledge, and the love to make a profound impact on your loved one's life. By taking these small, but meaningful steps, you can ensure that their final years are filled with peace, love, and dignity. Caring for your loved ones isn't just about what you do for them physically. It's about the emotional connection, the moments you share, and the comfort you bring. With love, patience, and the right knowledge, you can make sure that they are surrounded by what they need, whether it's a healthy diet, social engagement, or the peace that comes with knowing they are being cared for in the best possible way. So don't be afraid of the challenges ahead. Embrace them. And know that with each decision you make, you're helping them, and yourself, live a better, more fulfilling life. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about longevity, it's about the quality of the time we have together. Stay strong, stay informed, and together, we can make these precious years count. Now, let's take a moment to recap the key points we've discussed today, the 5 signs that could be your guide to helping your loved ones live a longer, healthier life. First, we talked about staying active, the importance of keeping the body moving, even in small ways. Regular movement helps maintain strength, flexibility, and energy, keeping the body in good shape to face the challenges of aging. Next, we covered the importance of eating well. A balanced diet, rich in nutrients, is crucial to support everything from heart health to brain function. It's about fueling the body with the right foods, so it can keep working at its best, no matter how old we get. We also explored mental sharpness, and how staying mentally engaged through reading, puzzles, or learning new skills can help reduce the risk of cognitive decline. It's the brain's workout, helping it stay strong and focused. Then, we moved on to the importance of quality sleep. Sleep is the body's recovery time, where it heals, restores, and recharges. Seniors need enough rest to keep their immune system strong, their mind clear, and their body in optimal condition. Finally, we discuss staying socially engaged. Building and maintaining strong social connections helps combat loneliness and depression, both of which can negatively affect health. Staying connected with others helps keep the mind active and offers emotional support, which is essential for overall well-being. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs have you noticed in an elderly loved one? Have you seen them stay active, maintain their mental sharpness, or keep up strong social connections? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Your input could help someone else who is on a similar journey. And if you found this video helpful and want to keep learning more about elderly care and family health, consider subscribing to Seniors Care. We'll be diving deeper into topics like these, providing you with more tips, advice, and insights that will help you make the best choices for your loved ones. Don't miss out on the valuable information coming your way. Thank you so much for watching Seniors Care. Remember, taking care of your loved ones in their later years is one of the most important things you can do. Stay strong, stay informed, and continue being the support that they need. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.